Hello everybody, welcome to the Carmichael Workshop. Oh, wait a minute, I was watching Steve on YouTube. I meant to say, hi Internet, I'm Matt Haas and this is Awesome Wood Things. Today I'm going to show you how to use the X-CARVE to make a really long sign when you have the smaller X-CARVE. Stick around.
Here's the sign as it appears in Adobe Illustrator, and the rectangle represents the 30-inch long board that I used. You can see the registration dots I added and use that as the 0, home point for each carve. Now, my original goal was to make each carve contain full words. So if there were any spacing misalignments, it would happen in between words rather than in between letters. So it would be less noticeable between the larger space of words. So let me paste in an 11-inch long object because the X-CARVE I have can do about 12 inches by 12 inches, but I wanted to stay safe, and so I went with 11. And if I scale this down like I originally had, you'll see an issue. So that's about 11-inch long word there. So way too small. So I had way too much room on either side. So I had no choice but to make the carve start and end in between letters. And as I mentioned, there were no spacing issues whatsoever. The X-CARVE is extremely accurate, and I'm really happy with the results.
Here's the small dot I used in the design when the first 5 letters were carved, and then I registered the machine here at the 00 home point when the next 5 letters were carved, and then I'll do it again when the last 4 letters will be carved. And I've made special note of how this was lined up on the 22 line. So as long as it stays in that plane and you're lined up here, your artwork will space out appropriately across what could be an infinitely long board.
I painted the inside of the letters with acrylic paint, and you can see the bit of roughness on the outside that I need to clean up on the sander. So I'll do that now. Fired up the sander and gave it a quick sanding to take down all of that rough area, and then use the hose to get the sawdust out of the inside of the letters. And there you go. Thumbs up. Now I cut off those registration dots because I didn't want to see those in the final. And there was a rough crooked edge, so I took that off and then made the opposite side match. Sign is done.
There were some challenges in the way I plan on mounting the sign. This is going on the inside of my shed, and there's a 2x2 exposed that this is going to be attached to. I'll screw this to the 2x2 and use construction adhesive to hold it. These little pieces are in place to keep it from moving side to side if it gets bumped. And I'll take the tape off and put some construction adhesive here too. This way there are no screws or hardware on the front. And these are at an angle because this is going to be mounted up high, and so you're going to look at it from the... I don't want you to see any hardware when your eye looks at the sign from down below. This was quite a lot to go through for a sign that's going to appear on the inside of the shed, and no one will probably ever see it but myself. But I wanted to get some practice making nice signs, and I think this turned out better than I could have expected. So I went a little crazy with it. Also, the 2x2 is nowhere near straight, so a pocket hole was used with no glue whatsoever, so I can make subtle adjustments when I'm on site because it is way crooked. Here's the sign mounted inside my shed. I think it's funny, and I really like it.